It's another Sunday, it's another brawl, what are we doing?
Nonsense Rumble!
That's absolutely correct. Rick, what is today's category?
We are doing named Disney henchmen. And personally, I'm going for movies.
Okay, I've also gone for a movie, but my honourable mention isn't.
Yeah, ditto.
My honourable mention is also a character that we shadow banned off camera because we both agreed that she's the best. So we'll get to that in a minute.
On my honourable mention is, there we go.
Cool. We'll both give that honourable mention out in about a moment. Before that, for those of you new to the Rumble, what we do is we pick a category, which was just announced, and we pick characters within those categories and argue why my guy would beat your gay. Gay? Your gay is weaker than my gay, Rick.
I have the more powerful gay.
That's a full gay instead of a crummy, weak bisexual. I'm allowed to make these jokes, guys. And, anyway, I digress. Today's category is very specific. Named Henchman. Why did we pick Named Henchman? Because we didn't want to pick fucking jobber number 1 that works for Maleficent. Instead, we're picking people with names, characters, etc., etc. Rick, we touched upon it already. We shadow banned this character. Who is our joint honourable mention because she's the best?
Our joint honourable mention is Shego, and part of this is because, in the movie in which she is, prevalent, she's also the main villain. But also, I'm going for movie henchman. Otherwise, she's just straight up winning all of these fights because she has legitimate superpowers.
Yeah, it's amazing that Kim Possible can stand toe to toe with her because how?
Yeah, I think the actual thing is that they don't want to cross the line into manslaughter. It's one of those, as soon as you become a child killer, you become a bigger threat to everyone else in the world.
Oh, she's not a child. Kim Possible's in her late teens.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Sort of.
Yeah.
There's not that much of an age gap between Kim Possible and Shego. That's all I'm saying. Shego's early 20s and Kim's late teens.
They wear the same size of jacket, but for instance. Actually, that's a plot point 1 episode.
I'm sure it is. Man, we should do that for... No, we don't need to do that. Bad Devon, stop having ideas mid-podcast. Okay, so we've eliminated Shego because she's the coolest and the best, and that Dr. Draken does not deserve her, and he knows it.
Nope.
And, let's get to our actual picks then. Rick, who is your named henchman that you're throwing at me?
This might be a little bit of recency bias, but I do think he's got a pretty good shot at this. I'm going with Scroop from Treasure Planet, the lobster man with a confirmed on-screen kill.
Ooh, I don't know if that's technically a henchman, but okay.
He's one of Silver's henchmen, and he's very definitely subservient, but he's a right cunt.
He's not, though, is he? Because he's actively conflicting with Silver. If anything, he's a dude to antagonist.
Fair enough.
I'm not poo-pooing your idea. I'm just saying I think you've breached the brief a little bit.
Sure. But yeah, he's my pick. Who's going to be your pick?
Well, my pick's losing. Because I've gone a completely different direction to you.
Sure.
I'm picking Kronk.
Yeah.
He's a very strong pick for many reasons, not least because of his timey-wimey fuckery, and he's very much a gag character. Scroop's a monster.
He is. Yeah. I think Kronk's only way of surviving is to realise how much of trouble he's in and bust out his comedy skills.
Now, here's the thing, though, is Kronk is built in a similar fashion to Mr. Arrow, and Scroop had to underhandedly dispatch him. So I think, bear in mind, Scroop only ever fights people who are physically weaker than him. He was scared of Silver.
Oh, yeah.
And he was scared of Arrow.
Yeah, if he knows he's going to win, he will do so. If he knows he's going to lose, he waits to fight till later.
I think we've actually got a closer battle than initially thought here, because Kronk, despite all his flaws, is physically strong.
Yeah, if Kronk knows it's a death battle.
I think that's the caveat here, and I think it's always implied that our characters know they'll be fighting to the death.
Yeah, if Kronk thinks it's a wrestling match, then he might have a bit of an issue on his hand as he has to realize that, oh no, the stakes are actually a bit higher.
And I think you've also got to bear in mind that Kronk also has the insane advantage that Deadpool would have, in that he's got 2 little voices in his head that tell him what to do.
I just love when they agree with each other.
I love when they zoom out from the conversation and everyone's looking at Kronk like he's crazy, because he's actually doing that.
Yeah, yeah. and they're like, no, I'm with you.
I think if Kronk gets one pile driver in, Scroop's gone. Now, Scroop's got the advantage of those claws, but we've only ever seen it cut through things like rope and clothes. How good are they at rending flesh? They might be pretty good at rending flesh, and that's why he didn't try them on Arrow, because Arrow was made of stone.
Yeah, they might be I'd probably say good at flesh, maybe not at bone.
Yeah, I think bone stops them, but at the same time, if you're cutting bone deep, you're going to feel it.
Yes, yeah. Like, you go through nerves to get to bone.
Now, I don't want to get into the TV show too much, but the Emperor's New School does show Kronk jumping chasms even. So I can't understate this. Kronk is strong enough to go toe-to-toe with Scroop. It's just Scroop is more merciless, and I think that's what we're playing to with Scroop here, is Scroop won't hold back for even a second, whereas Kronk might.
Yeah, so,
And that's also ignoring the fact that Kronk can summon squirrels. Now, I don't know how relevant that is, but it is an ability he has.
Yeah, I guess it's kind of the Superman problem, isn't it? Like, you've got characters who are physically weaker than Superman who still go toe-to-toe with him, despite the fact that he's very definitely more physically powerful than them, because he never, gives it his all.
Well, there's a fucking great moment in a Justice League cartoon where he's going toe-to-toe with Darkseid, and he's going, imagine a world made of paper. That's the world I live in. I have to hold back every single second of my life. And finally, I don't have to do that with you. And then he gets bodied, but then it's ruined because 2 seconds later he gets bodied.
It's still a fantastic speech, though.
Oh, absolutely. It's just, again, that really ruins it. Now, here's the problem, Rick, this is the problem we have with a lot of our competitions, in that I think Kronk, having thought about it for more than 2 seconds, can beat Scroop. It's just a question of, it's a real question between Vicious Bastard versus Idiot Tank.
I think Kronk lasts long enough to figure it out. Like, just based on the comedy rules, Kronk would have to live long enough, and I think he does, based on like Looney Tunes logic,
We've got that going for him, and also I want to loop back round to Scroop being a coward.
Yeah,
like backs down at the even slightest hint of Long John Silver growing his backbone and going and putting him in his place. Refuses to have a conflict with Arrow. Fucking pounces on Jim because he's a teenager.
Yeah, and frames him.
Well, the framing not so much isn't really a factor, but the fact that he only goes all out when he knows he's got the physical advantage.
Yeah.
And at a glance, he does not have a physical advantage against Kronk.
Yeah, I think I'm ready to call it that Kronk wins.
Do you want to do it in the proper voice?
Yep. Kronk wins!
I've got to be honest with you, what a turnaround, because even I was like, oh wow, you've won today, Rick, at the beginning.
Yeah.
But the more you think about it...
the more you compute it, the less this otherwise imposing and monstrous creature actually stands up to this lantern jaw slab of prime beef.
See, I also might have even given him more of an advantage if he ever used any of the space future gear. But he never does. He only ever uses his claws. He doesn't have guns or anything.
Yeah.
There's that other character in the fucking movie that's got like 6 guns. He would have been great in this one.
Yeah. Don't know his name.
I don't think he has one.
No.
But yeah, that brings today's episode to a close with a victory for the lovable big man Kronk, aka just Patrick Warburton, but in Disney for the 7th time.
Toy boy Patrick Warburton.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye, everybody.